going. So, when last we left, or when last we met, I suppose, we were exploring the mansion. We got into the trophy room. There was a nasty, nasty spider in there that killed us the first time we were there. But now we're at a point where I'm not totally sure what to do next. So we know that... What's his name? What is his name? Notes? Wortham Willows. We know that Wortham killed Darby, who was his best friend. I don't know if I've gone back toward the catacombs since... Or, no, I did. I went and looked for Darby's body, didn't I? Never mind. Anyway, Wortham Willows killed Darby, who was his best friend. Oh, right, this person. Doesn't have anything useful to say. Right, so we discovered that Wortham Willows killed Darby, who was his best friend. I've started to say this 4 times now. Darby doesn't believe it. He thinks, or Darby's spirit, excuse me, doesn't believe it. He thinks that we're just trying to turn him against his friend. And so we still can't get into what I guess is an elevator, maybe, in the mansion. We can't progress deeper into the mansion. That's the key. Let's see if there's anything up here. The other piece of information that we have is that Darby's wife was going to meet somebody. Nope, that doesn't do it. Darby's wife was going to meet somebody by the tool shed. Maybe these people have something to say. Nope, it's still the thing about it being chilly. Does she have a robotic hand? Is that what that is? Weird. Weird. Why isn't there any grass here? Right, so Darby's wife was going to meet somebody outside the tool shed at 4 o'clock in the morning, who was apparently going to tell the whole story. Oh, right, I can't run when I'm inside, because why would you let me run? Let's just make sure. No, Wortham wouldn't do this. Scotch. I guess that's an alternative. We could try to find... There's no way that the, like, poisoned scotch is still around. So that's probably not feasible. Right. There was one other... Before I met my end, I was to have a secret meeting with him. Tool shed, 4 o'clock in the morning. So maybe I need to go into the tool shed and just wait? This was generations ago that all this stuff happened. Maybe not generation... Yeah, a few, probably. We're talking about westward U.S. expansion, and I assume that this is more or less modern day. Elena is from the modern day world, though I guess there's not really anything that proves it, aside from... Ah! Alright. 4 o'clock, she said. Alright, mystery solved. Who is this? He was hung, it looks like. I ain't supposed to tell. Oh, this is Jeremiah. Oh, sweet. I ain't supposed to tell, but Mr. Wortham asked for my help one night. I dug a grave for Mr. Darby, I've kept it a secret till now, but I couldn't hold it in anymore. I buried him deep in the catacombs in a locked room where no one would find him. You can have the key to the room. I just want to wash my hands of the whole thing forever. Ah, the bloody room in the catacomb. Okay. Oh, this is groundbreaking. This is a game changer. I just can't believe it. That man, Wortham, he and Darby were best friends, and he killed poor Mr. Halloran. Why? Why would he do that? They were best friends. They never mentioned in school that he was a murderer. They only said the nicest things about him. How he helped to tame this wild land, and how it was thanks to him that our town existed. I'm not sure what to believe anymore. Oh, Elena. You poor, poor, naive girl. Gotta go to the catacombs. To the locked and bloody door. So at least, I mean, that says good things, right? That my intuition was right, that we need to go back to the catacombs and find Darby's body. I just didn't have the necessary tools to get there. Right? Gotta stop trying to run inside. Let's see if I can remember where the bloody door was. Is it right here? It might actually be right here. No. I know it's up a ladder. I think. Maybe not. I don't even know. Okay, that's not it. This ladder? No. It might be through this door. Let's see! I think it's up a ladder. Oh, it's right here. Okay, cool. Alright. Yuck. Oh my gosh, this shirt is so stained in blood. I thought... It sounded like Darby was implying that he was poisoned. I don't know... Okay, so I've got a bloody shirt. Do I just show it to Darby? I'm not sure what that would accomplish. I mean, he knows he's dead. We're trying to prove that Wortham did it. Huh. Well. Let's inch our way out. Alright, I can run now. Do. It's got to be either Darby or his wife. I'm gonna try Darby first. stop trying to run! My shirt! I always wore it ever since that day. The day of the massacre. But what are you doing with it? You're like that little girl in the garden always reminded me of my past. Okay. So... that didn't do it. Words don't work to describe how I'm feeling. I feel so hopeless. Everything I've learned about the past makes it seem horrible, and that's where we all came from. If this is where we came from, how can we hope to do any better? We've all killed each other selfishly for generations, and right now it doesn't seem like it's going to get any better. But there has to be something better than all this. There just has to be. I'll find it, and if it doesn't exist, I'll create it. Oh, Elena. Okay. Well... is the girl at the garden the native girl that talks about picking flowers? I don't imagine... I can't imagine that Darby is talking about a native girl because of the massacre. But I don't know. Maybe could be. Let's see. Oh, you've met the white man. Help me pick flowers for him. I need 3 more flowers to finish my bouquet. Okay, I guess he was talking about the native girl. Alright, 3 more flowers to finish the bouquet. Through all the drear of this place, I met a little girl, and she's actually happy. She's just the cutest thing. I like her a lot, maybe even more than Flying Hawk. It makes me sad, though. I don't think she knows she's dead. Her name is Skyflower, and she told me she's gathering flowers for the white men. I miss coming here with Mom and Dad. I used to pick flowers as a little girl, just like Skyflower. I might help her pick some flowers. Maybe that cheered me up. What's the deal? Ah. Cool. And read a note. My hand shakes as I write. This is Darby. This day has been the worst of my life. We went to see the savages to find which rumors proved to be true and which false. Some said they were a violent folk, while others claimed them to be peaceful. I cannot say which to be true. We waited outside the shaman's teepee while Wortham sought his counsel inside. He was different when he came out. I do not know what it was that I sensed in him, but he was a changed man. He told the men to kill everyone, and they galloped off with grins on their faces. I stayed put. A little girl ran towards us with flowers in her hands. Oh my God, he killed her. It was her. Ah! He told me to do it. He said he would grow up. He said she would grow up to murder my sons in their sleep. But I could not bring myself to shoot her. She got too close for my rifle, and he kept yelling at me to just be a man and do it. I brought my gun up and brought it down upon her. She fell to the ground, and I knew she was dead. I walked to my horse and was sick. I stayed out of the rest of the fighting. So Darby killed Skyflower. Does that make sense? No, that doesn't make sense. I guess it makes sense. Darby killed Skyflower. What is this thing? A bell with top hat? I don't know. Okay, so Darby killed Skyflower. And that was the girl that... because of his hesitation, he was mocked by the rest of the white men. I see. Hubert Mann. In life, I was a comedian. I bet you can guess why I killed myself. Not really. Oh, a fuchsia flower. What a pretty flower. Gotta try to make sure that I remember how to get out of this place. It is a maze, after all. It's supposed to be a maze. Mail bust. That's kind of funny, right? I'm not so sure. It's a pitchfork. Locked door. Okay. This hasn't been terribly mazy up to this point. Alright, now we're getting there. Okay. 3 more doors. It's much more maze-like at this point. Can I go under that? No. Oh, okay. An animal could probably clear these thorns, but I don't think I can. Is that another thing that I can use the knife on? Maybe? In addition to opening the conservatory? I'll have to come back and see once I get a blade. Again, this is kind of pathetic for a maze. Wait, is this the same place? Oh, garden key. Excellent. Excellent. I'm assuming it opens the door in the previous room. Last one. It's just a note. The image of that girl yet haunts me. I feel the need to find some solace from my acts. I've been looking for any of the Quintaco that may have survived the massacre. I have found some survivors, but Wortham does not know of them. He can never find out they exist. I am unsure as to what he would do if he found out about them. They are but a loose group, yet they remain. I prostrated myself to them, inviting their punishment for my misdeeds, but they would have none of it. They have instead allowed me to learn from them. The little girl I killed, her name was Skyflower. Why, I do not know, but having a name to place to her brings me some measure of comfort. When I see her in my dreams, I can call out to her by name. Yeah, Darby didn't do well with the whole massacring people thing. I guess that's the reason that, what's his name? Wortham killed him? Is just because he was... Right, because he said, at some point he said that he was going mad, and he must have been going mad because of him, because of killing Skyflower. That must have been the... She looks like a goddess of some kind. Alright, so we got a bunch of doors now. That's good. Another note. Despite all of my troubles, I've managed to find myself a woman. Claire is her name, and I reckon she has to be the prettiest lass in town. Like me, she hails from Ireland, and when we met, we knew it was love. We married just last Tuesday, and neither of us could be happier together. She knows of my past, and she helps me through my terrors in the night. She holds me and tells me everything will be right again. I do not know what I would do without her. She is my reason for living anymore. Oh, Claire. Claire, Claire, Claire. Okay, now we're getting kind of mazy. Ooh, another note. This is Wortham. We dug great pits to dump the corpses of savages. Uncivilized folk don't deserve civilized graves, after all. For that traitorous shaman, however, I reserved a special grave. I've allowed his body to rot in the sun while we dug our well. I had him buried deep down where not even the worms will reach. We lost only 3 men in the assault, which any lieutenant in war would consider acceptable. One of the draft horses fell through the earth as she pulled a load behind her. We investigated and found she had fallen into a pit that led to a series of underground caves. I have decided that we shall entomb the dead men there, and it will be used as a mausoleum for my estate. For my dearest Martha, I had a great coffin built at the entrance of the catacombs, so that I may easily come and visit her whenever I choose. The walls of the caves contain veins of possibly precious metals. We will also use it as the foundation for our mining. It will expand in time. This is the beginning of my good fortune. Press A to walk through vines. You know what? Oh, okay. So I can't do those. Maybe I can cut through those once I get a blade. I feel like I just have to find the kitchen of the mansion and get a big knife. That's gotta be it, right? Makes sense. Just inching my way back from whence I came. These loading screens are god-awful, though. Uh-oh. I wonder how this statue broke when all the others are still standing. I'm gonna guess that we're gonna find out on the other side of this. Oh! I can possess the flower. Okay. I can dig it. There it is. Boom. Have a flower. It stays there floating. No, take the flower. I guess I need to move it further away from the statue. Or maybe I just need to put it on the ground. There we go. Ooh, I've been looking for you. It's 2 flowers. One more. One more. Anytime. There we go.
Oh.
These statues are playing for one another. How neat. Wait, does that... Trumpeting statues. Huh. Okay. I don't think that there was anywhere else I could go. Thought that was the last door. Oh, maybe not. Ah, right, okay. Wait. Is there a spirit here before? Woof, woof. Buford the dog. Well, Buford. Let's see what you got going on. Oh, is Buford gonna claw through those thorns for me? That would make sense. Woof woof. Yeah, looks like Buford is clawing. He's gonna bust through the thorns that were blocking the little crawl space here. I assume. Woof woof. That's kind of silly. And he's just gone. He's just done. I'm a little bit nervous about this. Marty Sims. So you found my dog Buford. Oh. That's it? That's all you got for me? I got a magenta flower from digging in this guy's grave? Is that what just happened? Am I that kind of evil? I don't like the way the wind picked up. Makes me nervous. Holy shit. Oh man. Okay. Okay. Alright. So there are hedge monsters. Good to know. That wasn't exactly a jump scare, but it did kind of made my neck tingly. Okay. I don't totally remember how to get out. There was enough backtracking that... Ah, this is it though. This is back to the entrance. Cool. Give Skyflower the flowers, and then... she comes with me. Convince Darby that Wortham killed him. We have a bouquet now! Let's bring it to the white man! I just know it will cheer him up. Okay. Do I actually have a bouquet? No. It's just one more loading screen after this one. That's easily the worst part of the game. I'm also a little frustrated by not being able to run when you're inside, but that's fine. That's okay. The loading screens, though, on these transitions, it's just too much. It's just too much. It seems way longer than it should be, given the, like, complexity of the game. But alas, thank you kindly for the gift. I can't even tell you how sorry I am for what happened. I don't deserve your kindness, your forgiveness. Thanks, Elena. Bye-bye for now. What? What do you mean by that? We killed them, Elena. We killed them all. And I, the worst one of us. I bashed that little girl's skull with the butt of my rifle. Wortham gave me the order, but that doesn't excuse what I did. I'm done fighting for him. My soul's damned to that fiery hell, but I've made peace with that. Go on, Elena. Find your father. Be sure to hold him tight when you do. Thank you! Oh my god. Get out of my way! So I can... Bye-bye, Darby. I hope you find your solace. New diary entry. First Flying Hawk leaves me, and now Skyflower and Mr. O'Halloran. And just when I was beginning to like him, too. He turned out to be a nice man and a good person in the end, despite some of the things he'd done in life. I'm happy for him, and for Skyflower. They've been kept from the afterlife way too long. It was high time they both go home. Let's take that elevator up. Is that the end of a chapter? Yes, it is! Chapter 3.